Good evening, anyone who's actually on. Kind of an impromptu stream, trying out a new streaming setup with the new, or not a new machine, it's the same machine, just trying to get a lay of the land there with all the monitors and everything, and kind of rearrange a little bit so I can actually stream a little easier, I guess. So I figured why not try it out. I'm just gonna play the racing game Ignition, covered before in a video, but we're not gonna play it in Swedish, we're gonna play it in English. Good evening, Technomage7. So I want to give this game a whirl. I haven't progressed very far in this particular save on this machine, so I figured, why not just test out the new streaming setup and just play it a little bit. So this is the non-3DFX version, but it is using CD audio. Probably a little loud here. So let me know if it gets too loud. We're just gonna give this game a whirl here. Blue Championship. Sure if you played this game or not, but it's pretty fun. It's kind of like a Micro Machines game. You got your different cars and everything here. I used to do the cop car. It's pretty fun. Make sure that the video's looking okay here. See if I can remember this game. It's actually surprisingly hard. It's more about remembering all the shortcuts, or you get knocked off and explode. That's a good start. Take the shortcut. Come on. It's a pretty tricky game, but again, you just kind of remember, and I don't remember already. I played this game religiously when it came out because it was so much fun. I think muscle memory's kicking in, and I'm finally, or kind of remembering how the stage goes, but let's see if I can remember. There's my brake. It's a pretty tricky stage to start with there. That CD audio is pretty loud. I don't think I can control it from here. That's a bummer. It's one of those Red Book audio games, so it's using the CD audio. Just let me know if it's too loud. Get away the way, monster truck, come on. Remembering where to use the boost is pretty important as well. Like in the beginning here is not too bad, but the game gets pretty darn difficult later on. That's the almost got flattened. He did get flattened. Why the AI just goes bonkers. Like any racing game, a lot of times towards the end of the campaigns, or in the game, they kind of overcompensate with the AI like catching up. I remember playing Need for Speed Underground on GameCube, and that was just awful. There was so much rubber banding. The guy behind you would crash, and they were just catching up to you in like 2.3 seconds. Like, come on. That's how they program like cheesy difficulty in my mind. There we go. We'll win this. If you beat all the campaigns and everything, or all the championships, then you unlock a special supercar that gets everything, so. Oh, I got flattened. It inverts the control, so you gotta kind of, there we go. Be pretty quick on the uptake there. It's probably a game that would be well served with the gamepad, but I'm playing with keyboard, arrow keys. It's just the way I play when I had originally, so just feels right. It may not be right, but it feels right. Alright, boost. There we go. Cool, track record too. I really wish I could tune the audio a little bit there. The CD audio seems like it's real loud, but I don't think there's any way to configure that except in the main menu. So, old school game, didn't think of it, I guess. So, just let me know if it's too loud. MPL1, I need to configure my name. noob streaming going on. This game does support 3D effects as well. However, this machine that's currently running on does not have a voodoo card in it. Again, it's like muscle memory of just remembering how the stage is, how the layout is, where the shortcuts are. This is a really fun game in a LAN party. I'm hoping to do that at some point here. Because then, you know, everyone can hate each other as you're knocking each other off the track and everything. You know, there's no items in this game, so, you know, it's a bit of a... Might have been made even more fun if they had, like, rockets and who knows what, but sadly none of that in this game, so... Oh, I can almost remember the shortcut. There's a way to, like, kind of do a little quick jump there to cheat. It's not cheating, I mean, the game allows it, so... Oh, almost got smashed by Hovercraft. You lose a lot of time getting smashed and everything, so it would be cool if it had some items, but I don't know, it's a simplistic, it's just a relaxing game in that sense, and again, I'm playing muscle memory now here. It's funny how quickly that kicks in. It's not a very deep game, you're not going to spend, you know, this isn't like a 20-40 hour game, you're just going to keep replaying. You do unlock the stages in reverse later, which is pretty cool. But beyond that, there's, you know, once you play through this game, that's about it. But it's one of those games, just, it's a bite-sized amount of... There we go, that's the little cheat there. It's a bite-sized game. I'm gonna beat the Hovercraft, there you go. Almost got run over by Hovercraft there. Yeah, I used the keyboard a lot, actually. I mean, I had a joystick as a kid. So playing, you know, Flight Simulators and joystick and everything, but other than that, I used a keyboard for a lot. I think a lot of us did, I guess. Oh, lost my opportunity to boost. I don't want to boost here, because then I will go for a swim. I just love the tire tracks. Now, this machine I'm running this on is vastly overpowered for this game. You know, this game will happily run on probably a 200 megahertz or even lower. Well, not 200 megahertz, I'm trying to remember. But this machine is I think like a 933. So, just the one I'm testing tonight, but... Whew. And there we go. I blew up on the Hovercraft, or at least the AI guy driving my car after I won there. PL1 wins again. Yeah, Technomage 7, that's her full name there, but one game I played, I actually with a trackball. My friend had a Packard Bell, actually, 486, and we played TIE Fighter together. We would, like, trade off the missions and everything. It was a lot of fun. He did not have a joystick, however, so we actually had a trackball, and we would just, like, spin the ball really fast to move around our TIE Fighter. So, this is a Pentium 3. It's a Dell, Optiplex GX110. It's kind of like a corporate workhorse machine, and I did get it from the recycling bin at the work. Very, very common machine. You know, there's no frills to it, but it does. Whoa. Okay. I meant to do that. It has a riser card with ISO slots in it. Excuse me. So that gives you options, of course, with the best sound cards. So this is actually running a Sound Blaster AW64 Gold. Intended for this machine to be my primary capture device. It has a more modern video card, a Radeon 9250. Above all, that gives me DVI out. This particular one is running DVA, but it can't support DVI out, giving you a very clean capture signal. So, but for me to be able to play this at the same time, I'm doing good old VGA. Yeah, those flight simulators were quite superior with joystick, really, but I just have so fond memories, like, how on earth did we manage to, like, get through that game? I mean, we beat TIE Fighter straight up and down with a trackball. So yeah, we were just spinning the ball like crazy to maneuver around and turn and shoot down all the, you know, the rebel scum. That was insane when I think about it now, but it's like, I was committed. You're kids, that's what you had, you know, you didn't have a joystick, so that's what we did. Drop a tractor. this game uses then Red Book audio, like I mentioned. Oh, I'm gonna try and beat the train. Come on. It's not even a contest. Go cop car. I'm gonna say had a joystick later, but yeah. Kind of made do what you had. You were kids, and oh, that was part of the fun. You know, you play a lot of these older games now. You know, this again is a vastly overpowered machine. Runs very smooth. This is the highest software render rate setting, so it looks good. But if you know, when this came out and you played it on a machine of the era, whew, made it through. Muscle memory. It's sort of choppy, so you just have like these, you know, rose-tinted glasses of nostalgia going on, right? So you remember the game. It didn't really look like this. Again, overpowered. This is as good as it possibly could look without 3D acceleration. 3D effects patch was later. I mean, it just looks really good for software, right? So, but, you know, when I originally played it, I played it on much lower spec machine, so it's like you want to remember the good parts about the game, but you don't remember, like, you know, the sluggishness or slow performance or anything like that, so. Oh, here's... This track is my arch nemesis, I think. I can barely remember this one. I was going to say on the Red Book audio, if you put in any CD, like many games from this era, when you put in any CD, it will just play whatever tracks are on there, so you can just swap in whatever you want. No, Total Annihilation did the same thing. It just played whatever you wanted. So, hey, you can listen to some Enya as you're building your killer robot army. Go for it. Oh. Yeah, definitely want to play this in LAN at some point. It's a lot of fun. Just don't remember the stage. Oh, there's an avalanche here. Gotta avoid that. You get blown off the stage and you lose a lot of time doing that. The monster truck would have an advantage on the snowy track here, but well, it's like the physics, like once you commit to a jump and you start moving, you carry on that momentum, so you really can get knocked off track if you aren't careful. Uh-oh, wasted a boost there, but may not win this one, but that's alright. I won all the other ones, so I have enough points to win the championship, I think. I can't remember if there's another stage after this or not. What that guy? Oh, like that. Yeah, I had my momentum, it carried on, and it just spun me right around in a bad way. There's a little bit of shortcuts you can do here, but again, with the bouncy physics, it's hard to control. You keep just pinballing on and off. Oh, yes, there we go. He got knocked off in the avalanche. Come on. Oh, that was not a good spot to boost. If I can make the jump here now. Yes. Boost. It auto-generates. Again, keeping the gameplay pretty simple, right? There's no pickups or anything, so the boost just fills up by itself. You don't have to do anything, which is nice. It's just simplistic fun. Nothing too complex to keep track of. The biggest danger is just the stage itself, obviously, as you can probably tell by now. Avalanche, tractors, goodness, who knows what. Just the memory of this stage is just kind of vague. Like, I'm getting around, obviously, now. I'm in first place. But, just... Oh, yeah. There we go. There were no survivors. Got my boost back, at least. Come on. Yeah, I think it's just the end now, so I don't think I'm going to make it. Nope, unless he falls off the stage. Again, some of these games, like on the racing games, the AI is just relentless. You know, they will just rubber band catch up to you. Monster Truck 1. Whatever. Sorry. We'll recover. Look at that. I guess your one win didn't work, Monster Truck. Oh, we have one more. Okay. Never mind. I'll start trash talking now, see if I can win this one. This is also a very hazard-filled stage. There's tornadoes, because why not? Multiple paths. I'm a little annoyed how loud the CD audio is in this game, because, compared to the sound effects. Whoops, that was not a good choice. It's alright, recovered, we got it. I just don't remember which is the best path. Some paths are like kind of ambiguous. They're, truck. Some are good, some aren't great, and a lot of them are, you know, serviceable. They're all workable, and then others are just like, this is obviously the superior path. If you don't take it, you will not win on higher difficulty. So it's about learning the stages a lot. And when squished, just again, that will invert your controls. That's pretty quick on the update. Come on. Watch up the truck. Yes! I mean, how bad they blew up, but, you know, gotta win. Come on. Whoever liked my stream, thank you. Such a noob at streaming, but it's fun. I'll try to do some more. That's why I decided to kind of unplug everything, kind of do my streaming setup from scratch, because it was not really conducive to easily hopping on. It was kind of like a planning endeavor. What the? Oh, I got robbed last second. A monster truck. It's got funky music, so there's that. Anyway, I'm trying to stream some more, and I wanted to have a more turnkey solution. This is more turnkey, and now I can actually swap the computers out a little easier at this stage. I don't remember how many stages there are in this tournament. The different tournaments actually mix up the stages. The order isn't always the same. Right. I remember vividly there was one point where like many of us did, I took the bad path. Ouch. That jump would have been way better. Just lugging my computer to a friend's house over the week. Oh, how unfortunate. I exploded again. Lugging my computer to a friend's house over the weekend. And we played this. We played Descent 2, I think. And probably Duke Nukem 3D, because you always play Duke Nukem 3D in a few games like that. It was a lot of fun. I was young. You could stay up all really late and not falling asleep. Not even caffeine. Didn't shower, none of that stuff. Just played for 2 days straight, I think. A lot of fun. Can't quite do that anymore. Life responsibilities, and I can't stay up that late. Come on. We can do this. There we go. This stage has a limited set of... Oh, no. You need the boost to get over that volcano cleanly, and I did not have it. I didn't plan to have it. It's like, most of this game is just strategy, where to use boosts, okay, you have the driving, actual turning and whatnot, but you gotta know the track so well. It's really like a hazard gameplay, if you will. That's alright, if the banana Porsche is ahead of us, that's alright, I just don't want the monster truck to win. It's just got that nice, like, arcadey physics to it, It's obviously very arcadey, but it's got that Micro Machines, just pure kind of fun thing. Oh, this guy's really on it. Oh, I do not have boosts, so we're just gonna go around, which is slower, but it's better than explodinating. Those hot spring things, they just flip you over for some reason. I'm not sure why they do that. Better than always exploding, I guess. Come on. Oh man, I got schooled when I wanted to. Well, second place. Yeah, it's... You can't see, like... Yeah, you wish you could, like, pan the camera almost right, but that would be cheating. There is a cheat code to unlock first-person mode, so you're racing in the car, but it breaks the whole game. But yeah, you gotta muscle memory. You just memorize the tracks. Alright. Now try the Pro League. Yeah. Let's see if we can adjust some of the sound options here. There we go. I can turn up all of it, and I can turn down the... So maybe it wasn't the CD audio that was loud, it was the sound effects that were set to basically nothing, so... Let me know if that sounds alright. I can't quite determine myself, so if your ears start bleeding, just let me know. Alright. So yeah, we have the 800 by 600, I think is the highest that the software will go. We have all the settings maxed out. So we did have, that was Pro. Oh, automatic. I think it automatically goes to Pro. So we'll try the championship again here. All the cars have different stats, obviously, so some of them are better grip, some have better speed, like this one, but this isn't like a, you know, you play like Bowser in Mario Kart or something, right? You have time to build up. You saw Kirby's tracks where you never have time to build up that speed, or at least I don't. I'm not good enough for that. And it's a very high grip one with super slow speed, so really the banana portion and then the cop car are really the best ones, so yeah, now it randomizes the other tracks here, but now we have Pro, so there's the black card that you can unlock, which is very fast, but very poor cornering. See how much faster they are now, and they're more aggressive? Oh my goodness. I may not win this here, we'll see. This is a lot quicker. Again, you just gotta memorize the track now, but again, I don't remember the best path. Often it's worth looking at the opponent's cars and see which path they take, because that's kind of tells you which one is the best one. I should set up a gamepad for this game sometime. I've never played it with a gamepad. It's such a all or nothing control feeling that you don't exactly need an analog stick. I'm just kind of tapping the directional keys. They are really going after it. And there's some shortcuts that are like high risk, high rewards, like that one is really, really hard. There's a ski slope. Oh my goodness, where they do that? There's a ski slope there that if you nail it, you get a distinct advantage, but the risk is that you will bounce off the track very, very easily. Especially as Arcadius and physics are. Look at that, I was in a good groove, but then I flattened him. But what's frustrating is like as a player, when you get flattened, your controls get inverted. You just gotta think quick. If you don't, then you'll hit the wall or something. But AI is 100% unaffected by that. I wish they would have added a little bit of randomization to it, so it messed it up a little bit. But nope, they just keep driving like nothing happened. I mean, agreed, this is the Pro League again, but still, it's just hard as nails later on here. So flipping fast. Again, my grief with a lot of racing games is that the AI is just so stupendously aggressive on higher difficulties. Like, it's not even funny. Some of the racing games where the AI will take like the best racing line and they will not fold or relent. Like, there's no give. It is an arcade game, fine, but in the games that are a little more realistic, like that's one of my biggest pieces of Gran Turismo series. Besides the incessant testing, I'm playing a game, I don't want to test. The AI cars will not deviate from that race line, come hell or high water. So like even if you're there with the same amount of mass, they will not nudge or budge. I mean, it's so frustrating because you get knocked off course so easily. Like, I am driving hard, aggressively here, and made 4th place. So yeah, it turned up a lot. You gotta beat this here to unlock the first car, which is that kind of like 70s muscle car. I must be top 3 to even proceed. This is not gonna go so well, I think. Even boosting right out of the gate, they still out-accelerated me. Cop car coming through, crying out loud. Move it! And then if you, let's see, I think, so we have this like cool muscle car here. They remind me of, they do really remind me of the Micro Machines, I guess is why I like them so much. Anyway, you get this car, if you then beat the next one, I can't remember what's after. Oh, that was a lucky break. Can't remember which one after that. And then you have mirror stages, and if you get all those, then you get a car that is far superior to the other ones. It's like the best cornering, the best speed, the best everything. It's just brutal. See how fast that guy caught up again? Come on. He just doesn't have enough speed. At least he uses brakes there. I'm not going to do that. It's an arcade game. You let go of the gas, but you don't hit the brakes. It's actually trading paint there. Trading polygons. I'd like to say I'm driving pretty well, considering, but they're just... never mind. There goes that. They're just so flippin' fast. I'm able to cling on here, but... So I've beaten this game many times, but apparently not having a good time now. Maybe I'm not remembering the best shortcuts. Because yeah, again, there are some places in the game that just... Alright, no, just one more... Alright, we're gonna go for it. There we go. So that's the shortcut there, which didn't really gain me much, I guess, but I can say I did it. After I pass all these skid marks on snow, maybe the right track there is the better one. Some of them, like, you know, even if you get like a second or two back by taking another route, that can really make a difference, especially on the higher difficulties here now. You can tell, because it is just... And there goes that. Yeah, I don't remember being this early. So this is the Pro League, but... Man, they were just relentless. And I think, if I remember right, it's one of those games where, you know, some tracks, they were just, like, hard as nails, and then you play another track, and they were just, you know, whatever. They're not as aggressive. So I don't remember. There, at least I advanced. Better than nothing, so... See how far I get in this championship, at least, here. Well done. Just squeaked by. Let's do this. That's a great start. I too like taking my yellow Porsche on mountain roads. They're relaxing. And yes, the school bus has the kids screaming, which I think is just fantastic when it boosts. It's got that kind of tongue-in-cheek thing going, you know. You can't tell how the AI there... I mean, look at that. It's not even phased by being flattened. How they just really want to keep their race line. Like, there's no give. You can barely knock them out of the way. Mass does play a role in this game. I think, you know, you can push them out of the way, but they still are just... They're going to hold that race line. This looks safe. It's fine. And really, if you can get away from... There's not quite as many hazards in this one. The snow one is just awful for hazards. So, oh, there we go. It's my opportunity. If you're gonna go groove going and, you know, not make any major mistakes, you can pull ahead. Excuse me, and then you have a chance. But yeah, it gets so flippin' hard. You fall off one time, or, you know, get spun around, and you're just screwed. So, yeah, I'm on. Like that. And there's two cars. Come on, no! The boosts have different stats, or the different cars have different boost stats as well. So some will boost longer or stronger, so longer above all, I think. Yeah, this seems safe. No. Oh. 80 physics. Curse you. Fun, but so frustrating. Now I was trying to knock him off. See there? Like, I was trying to bump him, but he would just not even nudge a second. Come on. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. It's a dual here now. I'm not sure where the other cars ended up, but me and this guy. This is the last lap. Oh, he boosted right there. My favorite. There we go. Alright, I just gotta keep this lead here. At least I'll get second, but we'll see what happens. Kind of risky move to use my boost there. Kind of need it for the jump here, but I think we'll make it. No! Yes, he spun around. Ah! Track record, alright. Clung on at the end there. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we'll play this in LAN sometime and you can show your dominating skills there, Brian. Alright. Oh, this stage. Probably noticed well, I think it just randomizes the CD track. Like there's no, you know, specific, oh my goodness, total lost control there. There's no specific track assigned to each, well, music track. So it just randomizes it. There we go, I can just hope for everyone kind of getting jumbled, but at least I remember a little bit of this. Oh, how unfortunate. Anyway, so yeah, this is just kind of like, my goodness, school bus not having a good time. Like that is just, the hot spring just flips you over. You lose control when you're doing that, so that's the big drawback there. Be able to stream a little easier and not have to spend a lot of time setup or planning. I can just turn it on and stream, so I haven't really decided what if I'm going to stream on certain days or anything, but just kind of want to explore some more games myself. And I figured, well, might as well stream them. There's a lot of games I haven't checked out, or, you know, play a different way. You know, simplest thing as, hey, let's play Command & Conquer, except I always played GDI as a kid, because the good guys, I guess. Play as Nod or something just to experience it. Figure I might as well stream all that stuff as I'm exploring the games. Oh my goodness. Not a good place to park, monster truck. What? Man. Just risking it all there. The balance is infuriating. Just hitting something boing. I mean, it lets you keep the momentum, and you know the game doesn't slow down in that sense to wait for you, but you're just bouncing off stuff. Come on. Second place better than third at least, but a win would be preferable. But they know exactly where to boost to, and they're just relentless. Oh, it looks like he exploded. That gives me my chance. I just gotta not mess up. Come on, Volcano. Come on. Boost it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Track record and lap record. I went all in on that one, but I got lucky there because, you know, the monster truck exploded, so that gave me the leg up there, and also cleared the field. That's a big thing. It's just like any racing game like this. You know, you're just smashing into the other cars, slowing you down. All right. I'm in the lead. We can do this. We can beat it on pro here. We'll see. Might just fall apart. Miraculous or fantastic here. This stage is also pretty tricky. Made it unscathed, but then got caught on a little pixel there. Come on. The brake is good sometimes. I have to avoid getting exploded by a minecart. Oh wow, that actually worked out. Do this now, come on. Ah, poor choice of direction there. Should really close this mine down if we're gonna race around it, right? Oh, that was unfortunate. So many obstacles. 5th place. That won't do. 4th? Better. No trucks, no trucks, no trucks. Alright, good. Wow, they just pulled ahead. Big time. I feel like I'm playing F-Zero here and just bouncing from wall to wall like a pinball. Come on. Oh, that was not a good choice again. Why did I keep doing that? Clearly, it is not a good place to boost, yet I boost. For some reason, my muscle memory is telling me to boost, so I just gotta boost. I have a feeling this was... Oh, I slammed the brakes. Not enough. That was not a good one. I think you can retry. You got a 3rd. Yeah, there we go. Alright, using another life. I'm gonna do this. I just gotta remember not to boost at that flip and jump. I might be better to take that hat. It's a little morbid to have a school bus blow up like that, but whatever, it's game. And no boost. There we go, it's better control at least. Although they still outrun me like crazy, but I'm gonna try and take this path. Some of the ones that have less corners or curves let you keep your momentum better, right? So those are better. So that's probably the better path. I was taking a... Whew, there we go. Because now I can boost here, and I actually have a longer straightaway to crying out loud. Minecart! I don't even like hard games. It's getting ridiculous. I've beaten this. You know, you play games as a kid, it's like that's the game you had. You played it. You bought, you know, Ghosts and Goblins and played it. You know, it's awful and boring and horrible and hard to play. I was in first place there momentarily. Oh, come on, come on. Minecart works in our favor this time. See if we can keep it together until the end here. Stop bouncing. Oh, robbed. Not cool. End, too. I can just hope for the... Really? I think I might have one more try, or I'm out of try. That was so close. Alright, last try. I'm out of spare tires. I had 3 spare tires, I guess. I know what path to take, but... My goodness. There we go. Oh, apparently I'm... Oh, come on! Chaos. First. You get here. Inverted controls. It's real tricky. There we go. This freaking jump here. I'm just gonna... Oh, come on! It's the other cars keep throwing me off constantly. No trucks. Played Death Row. You know, I never played that. What? Maybe I did. Is that top-down as well, or I can't remember. Minecart. I love these top-down race games. Wow, he is just freaking pushing me around like crazy. I was talking earlier about how the AI, like, they are going to follow their line no matter what. I swear I've lost more in this round here now due to AI just literally pushing me around than anything. Knocking me out, whatever. Or trucks. Trucks. Mine carts. First place there, but yeah, they caught up to me and just started smushing me, and yeah, that was it. And after I'll recover, and this is the, you can always hope that there's like a big, my goodness, the bounciness. I don't remember it being that bad. Yep, that's it. Last try. I'll try a different car. Game over. Here, I should at least, yeah, if you're, you know, sadistic in a game like this at this speed, you can set it to manual. I think it's just a slow and pedals. I don't think this would be a good game to play with pedals. There. So, I don't remember what pursuit mode is. Maybe chase someone, but we'll try championship again. But let's try a different car. We'll try try to redneck this time, maybe. School bus is just too slow. Monster truck is easy to drive, but it's not very fast. Coupe is cool. We'll go all in. We'll go with the Porsche. We'll go faster. And then the arch nemesis of the snow stage starts immediately. Other player cars, come on, come on. Yeah, that black car is really fast, but if I remember right, like no cornering ability, so I'll try this path now. Yeah, it's about the same there, but it's easier. It was easier to keep a straight line there. I survived the avalanche, but I got stuck around. Look at how quickly he respawned there. That's insane. I recognize the name of Death Rally. Do you remember what era that was? Like, is it earlier or later? I mean, this is, you know, early 3D graphics, and there is a 3D effects voodoo version of this. But I don't remember Death Rally if that was one of those, like, isometric, not non-3D games or not. Boy, the snow stage is just not my groove here. My muscle memory still tells me to take this way, so I don't know, maybe I'm just not good at the game anymore. Jumped over the avalanche, good. How did the other guy not get knocked out by that? Good music at least, a funky thing going on. I'm just getting freaking schooled. I do not remember being this hard, honestly. I just played it a lot. I don't know. So actually, it was fell right off here. I was thinking. Yeah, Ignition is a lot of fun. I think it's on the Abandonware sites now or anything. So developed by DICE, the Swedish developer way back in the day. So near and dear to my heart, being from Sweden myself. But yeah, this is a fun pick-me-up. Apparently not on these difficulties, then just causes frustration and anger. Anyway, it's a really fun, just like pick-me-up, drive for a little bit, and then that's it. But it's a hard game for me to glance over a chat because every time I do, I'm just wow. Yeah, let's not continue that one. Boy, the Pro League is just killing me. Try the cop car again. This one is immense grip, but yeah, it's super slow, so we'll try the redneck car, why not? Maybe our luck would turn. Yeah, it plays luck with Naracha, whatever, on the horn on this guy every time you boost. Yeah, I'm just really bad at picking the boost spots or something. The other ones just pull away so fast. It's clearly not my best track. The other ones I feel like I can at least hold my own, except that fucking ravine or gulch one. But this one is just killing me. I feel like I'm doing something blatantly wrong or something, but maybe I've just been unlucky. There's that part too. You can only do so much against these, you know, natural disaster things you come across on the stage. They're gonna knock you out, and that's it. Come on. Oh, no, you don't. Boost it. He said that. It was my own fault. I looked and... Oh my goodness. I don't know which way is up. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, I was trying to figure out a better way to have a stream set up here a little easier, because it was a lot of like setup work every time I wanted to stream, but trying to make it more, pun intended, streamlined. However, I need to figure out a better way to be able to... I have a second monitor now that I can look at as I'm playing, so I can actually get the live view of the game itself without looking at my monitor, but I gotta figure out a way to get chat closer, I think, so... I looked at suggestions online earlier for like streaming setups. People have like, you know, 14 monitors and who knows what. Not quite there yet, but trying to make it a little smoother. Gotta see these all around those corners, no hesitation. I feel like I went to the lower difficulty now. I would just sail through this. People that were on earlier saw me beat the first tournament, and it was just like sailing through first, second, the whole way through, and this is just like clawing on to get anywhere. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks for the link there, yeah. Yeah, I played Max a lot. That was a fun game. I really liked the slow pace of it. It's so strategic, like I mentioned. It was unlike any other game at the time. It feels like nothing else came even close there. I did not even come close at the end here. Goodness. Nope, I don't want to continue this earlier. I'm gonna one more try. I'm gonna go the cop car again. That was the guy that worked the best for me, so try one more time, but I may call it there. This is just kind of a quick, like, streaming test. Now, ticked off with this game. Ah! See, if at least if you play this in LAN, you can yell at each other. It's not the AI. Really, now I'm trying to remember a little bit when I played this originally, is you gotta get a lucky break. Like, all the cars get knocked down a ravine, or something like that really gives you a good leg up. Because here, like, I'm doing alright, but then I get just knocked around with other cars. Woo! Just like that. I'm sure fortune will change very quickly here, but I'll take what I can get at this point. Where's first place here? Let's see that. How can a school bus just outrun me like that? Jeez. I can deal with the outer tracks, I feel like, but this one is just... We'll do this. pushing the forward key so hard I can feel the keyboard like kind of flexing a little bit, but it's just a cheapo Dell keyboard, so I'm not too concerned. But oh, I should have boosted there. Lost opportunity. All it takes now is one like spin around bounce or something like that, and you're just back to 5th or 6th place. I like to try and stream Max sometime. It's a much slower paced game, but I like that a lot. I remember just kind of gives you this slow build process and very thoughtful gameplay, and I remember liking it quite a bit. I'm very sad because it's I do have the original CD for it, and actually now basically the same computer I had when I played it when I was a kid, but in Europe, the box for Max, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now because I really want to focus and try and get through the stage. The box for Max, or yeah, Mechanized Assault and Exploration is the contrived explanation for the Max abbreviation. The box was bigger than every other box I had, like larger footprint. Yes! Second place. There we go. Alright. Yeah, MechWarrior 2 is a lot of fun too. I really want to try those in LAN party as well. So there's a few of the mech games I never play. Heavy Gear, Shatter Steel. I remember seeing ads for. I think Shatter Steel. The big deal there was that you could exit your mech and like steal other ones or something like that. I remember right, but a lot of those mecha games are really fun. One that I played a lot, or not a lot, I shouldn't say, Star Siege Tribes, the ones where you're running around, versus Star Siege itself. Alright, made it through that one in second. Let's see if I can carry this on here. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're good, we're good. Oh, come on. Like I said, it's a good form of punishment. It's a good form of hatred. Good, good. Hatred leads to the pissed off side. Come on. You gotta tell where they boost. That's a good indication that that's where you should boost as well, obviously. So at this point, I'm mainly concerned about winning the whole championship. I'm not gonna get hubris here now, but I just want to kind of not finish like 5th and 6th, I guess. It's a good target. Again, I was doing pretty well up until that ravine stage earlier, and then I just got schooled. So. Gonna boost there, but I didn't want to risk it. Alright, inverted controls. The accelerator is still the same, but the left and right gets inverted, unfortunately. I'm decent at handling that, so it doesn't throw me off too much. I'm gonna really get screwed over there otherwise. Just mercy to your muscle memory, you know? I feel like I'm driving really well now, but I still have no chance in hell of just, conventionally catching up to that guy. He doesn't make like a mistake, and I think the AI does make a mistake, and maybe it's not so much mistakes as in the physics, like they bounce off something or it overshoots or something like that, but... Oh, he got flattened, but that does not bother him one iota. He just keeps going. I guess it did bother him. Never mind. Well, now I run a risk here now. If I collide with him, he might make me get stuck or spun around. Ooh, it's neck and neck. He's in a redneck car. My boost is a little longer than this, so if I line this up right. That was so flipping close. Yep. 240.67 for him, 240.73 for me. Yeah. Yeah, I like stream from original hardware, so what you are watching over here is the actual machine running it. So this is a P3, use of capture and stuff otherwise, but this is overpowered for what this is. But I feel it's an easier machine to capture from. So let's see. Alright, I'm 1 point behind, so might still do this. We'll see here. Alright, here's the volcano one. Got some, oof, I cannot believe I made it out of that one. I'm still bouncing from that maneuver. It just cutthroat this like that. Alright, school bus exploded, so we're good. That sounds very bad out of context, but this game is fine. Here comes the volcano. No fireballs. There we go. Oh, got a flip. We're good. We're good. I'm not sure if it's a seagull or something, but when you drive past that little rock section, there's something that sounds like a monkey or something. I don't know what it is. Line it up. Since the booster refills automatically, you want to use it as much as you can. You know, there's risky parts. How the catch up there? Like, that's a nice straightaway. That's where you want to use it, but I swear I've gotten like screwed so far here in this game. More because they've knocked me off or something. At least he exploded too. They come super fast and just ram me right into the wall. Like that. And then going back to my conversation earlier about... oh, come on. The AI will not relent from their perfect path at all. They will knock you out of the way, whatever it takes. Even though that you supposedly have the same mass, there's just no way they will knock you out of the way. But this is the harder difficulty to Pro, and then I think the Mirror being the top one. I should have boosted there. But yeah, I'm trying to like just think through games that I want to explore and stream. And I probably stream a lot. I mean, I do enjoy making the bigger videos. They do take a lot of time, so that's really the biggest thing that's a challenge for me on those. Nice. And streaming is a nice way to just kind of play the game. And there's a lot of games I never played as a kid that I've bought since. Oh, come on. And that I just want to experience myself or that I never played. You know, a lot of the classics and honestly I never played. Or ones that I bought that I remember seeing magazines that I, you know, just never got around to buying or couldn't afford. You know, you were a kid, you only had so many games for it. So there's a lot of games that I want to check out. Ones that I've got, and then as you see behind me, I have a lot of big box games back here. Ones that I managed to get in halls and stuff like that that I never played. Alright, we got a lead now, so I just gotta, you know, finish. Oh, here's this one again. Oh, my old friend. I don't have to win, just finish in like top 3. Carts. God, they're relentless. I feel like I'm driving pretty good here now, and I'm still 4th. Right, no boosting here. That spot there has screwed me over on the stage more than anything else. I think because like getting knocked down. No trucks. Yes. Oh, tornado. That's alright. We made it cool. Minecart. Come on. I just want to finish in top 3. It's not much to ask. There we go. I'm just being extra careful on that corner there because I just don't want to get stuck again. We're gonna YOLO this here. Whew. Uh-oh. No. minecart, come on. Oops, I'm flat. I can handle it, I can handle it. There we go. No! Last. Going for it. No, 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 no! My goodness, this frickin' track will be the death of me. Yeah, that's the problem. There are just so many games. It's really hard to keep up. That's why I want to try and, like, you know, check out a lot of the games that I never played, or never got around to. So, this stage. Arrgh. Alright. I hadn't planned on even playing this long. I was just going to test the streaming equipment here, but now it's like a personal vendetta against this stream. Just takes one little thing, and then bam. I didn't boost it yet here. Just don't dare. No trucks, no trucks. Would have been nice with trucks to the other guys, but no trucks for me. There's so many hazards on this stage. It's insane. I slam the brake. Yeah, the AI is insane here, and I don't remember being this bad when I was playing. I was younger. Maybe I just, you know, got lucky and I beat it eventually by just, you know, brute forcing it basically over and over and over. But I do not remember it being this insane. I don't even like hard games. I don't get me wrong, the correct difficulty on a game like it was designed for, but I don't seek out like the hard platformers and that kind of stuff. Or if the trucks come out now and help me, that would be nice. But no. So close. Jeez. And honestly, a lot of the games I do want to play or try out aren't even games that I miss, but like I mentioned earlier, games that I played with a different side, like Command & Conquer as a nod. I was playing Dune 2000, another like overlooked favorite of mine actually. I mean, I was a big Westwood fan at the time. I thought it was a really fun game, but I only ever played Atreides. Just like, I don't know. He's a good guy, I guess. Started playing on Ordos, so I might start over and stream with that, because it's just fun, because it makes you play the game all from scratch, right? Often, those games that had, like, multiple factions like that, often when I beat the game one time, I didn't come back to it and play the other side that often. I'm not sure if I just got bored with it or what, but I didn't usually go for that. I was fortunate enough to have access to enough games that I didn't need to replay the same game over and over. Some games I did just because they were fun, but I had quite a few PC games. A lot of the box games in the background just collected over time. I've gotten a lot lately as well, got more interested again, but a lot of them I did get originally. A lot of them are missing too, so I'm hoping to find the rest sometime, but wow. Banana Porsche did me no favor there. Alright, we got massive explosions. Oh wow, I lost all of it because of the monster truck hitting me. All of that was gone there in an instant. That's it. Unless there's now a thing that knocks out a lot of cars, I'm done for. That's all it takes. Just don't remember being this relentless. It's insane. Oh, I'm screwed. Got stuck. Thank you, school bus. Oh! Dune 2000, so that will be a remake of, sorry, I'm moving around a lot, I'm excited about this game, but Dune 2000 That's true, reflexes. I was a lot better with reflexes as a kid, but last chance. Move the keyboard closer to serious. Dune 2000 was a remake of Dune 2. So Dune on Arrakis, the desert planet, and all that good stuff. Made by Westwood Studios, and was made in the, let's see what's like the Command & Conquer Gold engine, if you will. So it's not the isometric view of the Red Alert 2 and the later ones, but the top-down still. It's a solid game. It's not, you know, exceptional, but they redid, like, reimagined the game for the time period, so I liked it a lot. It had full motion... out loud. It had full motion videos, and a whole kit and caboodle. So if you never played it, it's a just classic of a Westwood... just a classic of a Westwood title. I think it's overlooked all the time. It didn't stand out that much, and you know, it was a rehash, so it wasn't exactly new ground, but I liked it quite a lot. Good music and everything too. But then again, I'm a sucker for those full motion videos. I mean, Westwood tends to go all in on those things. Cheesiness. Not as cheesy as Red Alert, perhaps. They tried to be a little serious in this one. I think John Rhys Davies is in there as one of the characters, and probably other celebrities too that I can't remember. The amount of spinning around the stage is screwing over with now. It's starting to get a little tiring. Again, last lap. I'm just gonna have to hope for them getting knocked out or exploded by the trucks or something. Otherwise, that's gonna have to be it. Nope, that's it. Good grief. I don't remember being this bad. Alright, I'm not gonna try. Jeez. Figure I'll play a simple game, just test the streaming setup and everything, and have a good time doing it. And 4 seconds faster than second place there. That was a monster truck too. I guess this track might be a little more conducive to a good handling. There's so many twists and turns on this one, so many hazards. It's probably easier for the 1 second turn a lot better. And the cop car is kind of like a middle ground, a little bit of everything. Your Mario and Mario Kart, if you will. So, yeah, that's fine. I'm guilty. Maybe I'll stream it sometime. I still have not played the original Deus Ex all the way through. Yeah, even as of today. I bought it when it came out. I played it, loved it at the time. I never got that deep into it. I don't think I appreciated the game for what it actually was. When Deus Ex Human Revolution came out, much later, which was like 2012, I think. That one I played all the way through, mostly because I love the cyberpunk setting so much. It was so good. This game can just... Game over. Game over, indeed. So yeah. I'm not playing this game anymore now tonight. That's just enough punishment. But there's so many games I want to check out and everything. And I'm just going to pick a random game every time, you know. And I may not get that deep into it. You know, I have a lot of strategy games, a lot of RPGs. A lot of games take a lot of time. And I love the you know, quintessential action games, Crusade, No Remorse, that kind of stuff. Hexen, you know, all those first-person shooters as well. There's so many games to pick from that I never played. Might play, you know, like I make a collection. Sometimes I might stream 3 or 4 games in an evening. Like in this case, I just wanted to test the game, so I got pretty deep in English in here. Otherwise, I probably would have skipped to the next game. But then it became a personal quest, and I failed at my quest. The game beat me, so I'll have to get good, I guess, or not good enough. Yeah, I'll have to revisit that game. Goodness, that was not a fun one, or it was a fun one, but yeah. Here, we'll finish off a little more palpable here. We'll reboot this guy in DOS mode. So a nice part with this machine is that it's a P3, 933 megahertz or something like that. Don't worry about that. I'm using the Phil's Computer Lab boot up menu here. It works real well. Got to say no Soundblaster AW64 Gold here, but now it's running full DOS. And even though this machine is stupendously fast for DOS, obviously, it runs with full compatibility. Now, it's not going to run any of the really old games, you know, the Wing Commander 2 and those. But, Duke, no problem at all. It runs that stuff great, even though it's, again, it's vastly too fast for that, but still. Turn up the capture a little bit on the volume there. Doesn't get any more classic than this. I don't remember if you played the sound fonts in DOS or not for the AW64. It's kind of... I see why it's almost like a... It's not... You know, the sound for AW64 Go is fantastic from a compatibility perspective. It can handle just about everything. And it's really good in Windows, it's really good in DOS. I think it has better sound fonts on it's installed there now, but I don't remember if you can do that in DOS or not. You probably can, I just never mess with it. I just... I just need to murder some aliens now easily. So.
Those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
And yes, this is my way of letting go a little bit after that Ignition fiasco there. I just want to show as well that it does DOS games just fine. So this is, running on a P3 that's, again, way too fast for this game, but it works just fine. So too bad I'm just really bad at jumping in this game. Come on. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the more modern machines, the nice part about a P3 above all is that it retains so much compatibility, and that's kind of for me where's the door in? There it is. The sweet spot with your Windows 95, Windows 98 gaming, and then like this here, it has full DOS compatibility. And one of the things that when I saw this machine at work, and I got it from recycling bin, so I'm lucky there, it has a riser card that has all... When I got it, had all PCI slots, which I wanted more DOS compatibility, because my idea was that I want to be able to capture a clean signal. Now, this is running our VGA, and I'm going to mess around and see if I can get it to work with DVI as well. Well, it doesn't work, it's just a matter of how to capture it properly to get a cleaner digital signal. But this machine, with the riser, actually swapped out the riser. I was able to find it on eBay to get not just the PCI, but then ISA slots as well. And if you're going to do DOS, then you pretty much need ISA slots for... because you can do emulation on... When I say emulation, I mean... It's another game that kind of goes by muscle memory. It's another game that... Oh my goodness. It requires a little more concentration in this game. And now it's funny because I barely remember where to go. And to get in the projector room. And even here, like, it's still choppy sometimes, actually. If you want good DOS sound, you pretty much need this stuff. You just don't have much choice there. You can certainly do it with a PCI card. I mean, it works fine. Some of us alive will do it, but if you want good compatibility and actual DOS support, then you pretty much... Mighty foot engaged. Then you pretty much need an ISA card. There's just no way around it. So many secrets in this game. Another game I really want to play and stream, actually, when I do get it, is Ion Fury. I actually did buy it, and I have it, but I'm waiting for the big box to come as well. I did buy the big box, because, yeah, I gotta have the big box. Let's see, there's that. We're just gonna... There we go, it's fine. Oh, where is he? Flying? That's not fair. I think I'm gonna try and finish this stage out and then call it there, but slow every time there's a mirror effect coming and saying something. It's pretty demanding running Duke 3D at higher resolution. This is very high now, but it was about compatibility that I built this machine for, so it can actually run, everything, which it does. You got wide range there. The P3 is such a sweet spot because it will run, you know, every game that ran on a P2 is going to run great on this thing too. But it can run a lot faster games too. I'll push the space button. There we go. Oh my. Everything gone exploded. No, the arcade machine. I got balls of steel. It's kind of a classic too. Memory.
Don't have time to play with myself.
Don't have time to play with myself. I can't do the Duke voice like Clint can and LGR obviously, and no one can I think, but try. Ow. And a little bit on the nose commentary there with the pig cops. There's just so many games I want to check out, and it's time is always a thing. Like, do you stream one game that night, or... There we go. Yeah, the ISA cards, you know, they, like, yeah, it was early. It's funny because I'll stream from it too, but I have a compact, a 386 that uses the ISA type of card, and they are stupendously long, like the whole chassis long or whatever, and they use the proprietary stuff the compact used to configure them and everything. It's one of those super over-engineered computers, but those cards were like, because they were mounted front and back, they were so long that they were sturdy. So I think I have a Soundmaster 16 in that machine now, so I'll probably stream from that sometime too. But with a 386, you gotta go older games, of course. You know, the your Space Quest, King Quest, those games probably run great on that thing. This, of course, is for newer stuff.
Rockin'.
I missed a lot of secrets, so I can barely remember, so... Hello. I actually played this in multiplayer. If you use eDuke, eDuke32 is a glide wrapper for Duke Nukem 3D. Well, it's run in Windows. We actually ran, I had a LAN party one time, Windows XP, and we had 6 or 7 computers, and we all played Duke Nukem 3D cooperatively. It's hilarious, because you have 6 Dukes running around on these maps, all with different pants or whatever. It's just, it's hilarious. I'll try and do that sometime too. They live. Yeah, I think I remember hearing that. So, like, Duke Nukem 3 feels like it's just a kind of like a riff on society in general, or, you know, parody of everything basically. So, can't beat that classic. It's one of the big box games I do not have. I have the actual CD, but just a loose CD, because I should have bought it originally. I feel, because this has just run away in price. Everyone wants a copy of Duke 3D, and they just go for so much. I have like a mental barrier of paying more than the games were back in the day, right? It's just hard to go over that barrier. So anyway, this is kind of like a quick test stream, which seems to work. I have a little easier setup now. I can actually, this machine can be swapped out now, easier and everything, so then I can stream from different machines. And I kind of like having the capture on the second machine here to see when it's loading, CD spinning and everything like that. Just kind of like it. I don't know why, but anyway, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. 2 of you. There were 3 or even 4 people sometimes, so getting big now. I'm going to try and stream a little more often. Different games. I'll do random probably every night. I'm going to try and not like doing the same game over and over, unless it's a game I get really into and want to beat or something like that. Some games get good further into what I can do in a single night, so I'll try a few different things. But I think I'm going to pack it in here for tonight, so thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time I stream. So have a good one.